One of the things I wanted to talk about today is the coronavirus, COVID-19, and how it may impact your business's social media. That's coming up next. We are all, probably to a greater or lesser degree, being impacted by the coronavirus, COVID-19. And in some of us, there are ways that are more intense that we're being affected by it. And in maybe some ways, it's probably a little bit less indirect. But if you're running your business's social media accounts, you certainly have to take many things into consideration, but a few things in particular as you navigate through these kind of scary waters of social media nowadays. And one of the things that you have to think about, of course, is that when you have a business that is impacted by COVID 19 coronavirus, you want to make sure that you're getting out important information that your customers, your clients may need in order to engage and interact with you in certain types of ways. But you also may have things that you need to get out from an informational standpoint, particularly if you're a business like, say, a newspaper, a magazine, a TV, radio station. You may have ways that you need to get information out to your constituents. Now, it could be at a university, it could be at a high school, K through 12, or whatever. You might need ways to get information out. And one of those ways, one of those methods, of course, is social media. So you're going to use your social media to get the information that you need to get to your core constituents. But is there a balance that needs to take place with the social media content that we're producing these days? And the answer is yes, but carefully. You have to think about what kind of things that you can do to help not only be informative as we go through this difficult situation as a country and as a world, but you also want to think about the other side of it. We want to be able to get some positive content out there to be uplifting to people. Many people are quarantined. Many people are embracing social distancing, as well they should if they're able to. But while you're social distancing and while you're quarantined, you probably need something that's going to be positive, something that's going to be uplifting to you, that's going to help you navigate through these tough times, these challenging times, the times that can be challenging both physically and mentally for so many of us. So look at your brand and think of ways that you can slowly begin to introduce some positive content here and there, understanding that there are sensitivities that are going to be involved as you're producing content for your audiences. So look at your brand very carefully, examine ways that you can begin to introduce some positive content that's going to be uplifting to people. It could be subtle in some ways, and it could help you to just kind of establish or reestablish that positive content that you probably more typically have been producing and introducing to your fans, to your core constituents. So think about how you can be positive in social media, but do it in a way that remains respectful to the situation that we have here with COVID-19 coronavirus. Think about the ways that you can continue to be positive or start to be positive, but at the same time be respectful and informative as we navigate through this outbreak.